Good morning, everybody. You had the time to work on that nationalism packet, kind of setting the stage for where we need to be with World War One. I posted the answer key, so make sure take a few minutes, go through, make sure you have all the right information. There was a lot of focus on the unification of Italy and the unification of Germany and bringing those places together. Italy had all these small kingdoms. They organized to form a country because Italy before had all been divided into these small kingdoms, and they unified the kingdoms to create what we know today as Italy. Germany, the same thing. Germany was made up of a bunch of different nation states. So in that region that today we know as Germany, there were several small kingdoms, small independent nations with German-speaking people, and they unified to become this power. This was all led by Otto von Bismarck, and Prussia is the region of what we now know as Germany that really took advantage of their power. They were the military power of the region, of the German-speaking people, and created what we know as Germany today. Now, this is all important because this unification of Italy, the unification of Germany, brings new powers into the region of Europe. If we go back to when we were talking about Napoleon and end it with Napoleon, the last time that there was a major European conflict where there was all these different areas and all these different countries involved was going back to the time of Napoleon. So we're talking about 1814. There was 100 years of really universal peace throughout Europe. Now, there was conflict in different regions between different countries, but for the most part, there was peace throughout the continent. Now you bring these two new powers in Italy and Germany has this built-up military thanks to the actions of, as I mentioned earlier, Otto von Bismarck. He was this, military prime minister who wanted power, and he would do anything it took to get power. When he would have disputes with the king, the Kaiser Wilhelm, he would always threaten, all right, if you don't give me what I want, Kaiser, I'm going to quit. And the Kaiser would always say, all right, Otto will give you whatever you want. And, Bismarck was able to do whatever he needed to do. When Wilhelm II took over and Bismarck would go and try to do those same tactics, well, one day, finally, Kaiser Wilhelm II said, you know what? You want to quit? You quit. You're out. This is my country, and I'm going to run it my way. So you go and do what you have to do. And that really was the end of Bismarck. As we get into World War I, which we're going to start this week, you're gonna hear that name again, Otto von Bismarck, because he's the one that kind of devises this plan that Germany is going to use in World War I, and we're going to talk about that. We'll do a PowerPoint as we've been doing to kind of get an understanding. So, with that being said, my plan from here to the rest of the year is just to kind of go through everything that we need to go through. We have to go through World War I still. We have to do the Russian Revolution. We got to do the Holocaust, the rise of dictators. We're going to talk about Hitler and Stalin. So we do have to the end of the year. I'm sure you all know now that there's no final exams, but I still want to make sure that you are all understanding and where you need to be going into next year. We're going to keep doing what we've been doing. I might, instead of giving you, I guess you could say, busy work on days, instead I might just give you a homework assignment that you can work on in class, because typically I'm usually done early in June. We're going to have an extra 2 or 3 weeks here. We're got to be doing things. So we're going to work as long as we possibly can, make sure that you guys have understandings of everything that we're talking about. I hope you all had a great spring break. I know this is probably a little late for that message, but keep doing what you're doing. You're all doing a great job. I'm very proud of you. Continue the good work. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me, and we'll get through all this together. Thank you.